follow the Levitical priesthood. So that's a whole lot of laws just placed out of the way now that Christ gave us the sacrifice. So when people say they cannot follow all those laws, it's really the 10. The rest of the law is just giving you understanding on what happens when you break the 10. Okay? There's a thing in which thou shalt not steal. If someone steals, there's a civil law on how much you will give a person back for what you've stolen. Sometimes it's 4 times as much. But if you follow the commandment, thou shalt not steal, the other laws are void when it comes to civility and paying back. So Christ brought us the law which is written in our hearts that will allow us to abstain from breaking these laws based on love. If we love, then those 10 commandments are intact. We'll treat our brother like we want our brother to treat us. Therefore, we will not steal from our brother. We don't want our brother to steal from us. Look how many laws that are just done away with based on you just following that law. Now I don't have to go to court. I don't have to deal with the civil part of it. All that. So we're just trying to give some common sense understanding to following the law. Ceremonial. We have holy days according to the Bible. Okay? But like Paul mentioned, we're not prisoners to the holy day. Okay? We're not in debt to the holy days, which means if we don't follow them to the letter, there will not be a penalty of death. We can acknowledge them, but understand that we don't have the things in place to follow the law according to the physical letter. Alright? But we can acknowledge them. Christ acknowledged the holy days. So did the disciples. But they didn't let the holy days become what you would call a burden on them. If they had to operate on one of those days to teach the gospel, they did so. Giving you some understanding to the New Testament and how to operate in grace with the law. Alright? So I want you to just start off with that understanding. I can give you a list of the holy days, and we'll talk about that at the end of the class. You okay, sister? You want some water? Okay. Okay. Alright, now we're about to actually start the class. I want to go into that to give you the full breakdowns of the law, what we shall follow. Okay. Now, the thing that gets us perplexed is that under Christianity, they tell us we're not under law, but under grace. But if you break one of the laws in the church, you're in trouble. So let's get some scriptures now. So what did Christ speak of that? What did he say about that? I need you to go to Romans, where it says about the zeal. And Matthew 23. And write these down. Read what you have. Romans 10 and 1.
Romans chapter 10 verse 1. Brethren, my heart's desire and prayer to the Most High for Israel is that they might be saved.
So Paul was praying for Israel that they might be saved. Okay? Now the reason Paul was distinctly praying for the Israelites, it's not just the fact that Christ came to save the Israelites, but the fact that all the other nations were intact, they had practices, and they were established as a people. The Israelites are a dejected and rejected people in the earth. So just like the prophets, Paul prayed for these people. Read.
Verse 2. For I bear them record that they have a zeal of the Most High.
It says, I bear them record that they have a zeal of the Most High. Go ahead.
But not according to knowledge.
But not according to knowledge. So in the churches, yeah, they have a zeal for the Most High. You cannot tell me these are not spiritual people. Highly spiritual. We came out of the church. All right? But they have a zeal. They want to serve the Most High, but they're not serving Him according to knowledge. Knowledge means to know. They're just going by the traditions that was placed on them. Read.
Verse 3. For they being ignorant of the Most High's righteousness.
So they being ignorant of the Most High's righteousness, because they don't know. They don't know who the Israelites are. They don't know the true doctrine of the Bible. Read.
And going about to establish their own righteousness.
So because they're ignorant, they haven't been taught. They're establishing their own righteousness now. They're making their own laws. They're telling you that the law is done away with and I don't have to deal with the law and I'm under grace. But if you go into the church and break one law, you're in trouble. The laws they establish. So now they establish their own law. Read.
Have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of the Most High.
But they have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of the Most